What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seen the title was going down. Make sure you hit the like with that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title. Y'all see it in the title. I wanted to check this video out first. Just for the simple fact, it's something off about Tim. I don't know what it is though. You know, it's the movements. Check this out. Check this first clip out. So, I know y'all wondering, like, Recklezz, what do you mean? And it's probably some people that actually know what I mean. So, first of all, you know, he does this, which, you know, people tend to do this. But check this out. He's licking, I don't know what this is, but, like, if y'all go to this video here, I'm going to show y'all what this video is. It's at Trump War Room. He, like, licks his lips in a certain way. Like it's odd. Like I can't make out to like what it. He like does this weird thing with his tongue. Then he claps this weird clap. Pats him on the back. And points. Points that way, doing this, waving his hand, and points that way. So I'm like, I was trying to make out. Look at him. He points. Like, I don't know what it is about this man. Like, I don't know. Usually when I see stuff like this, I'm not even gonna lie. I done have family members of, you know, I'm not even trying to like that did bad drugs and they act this way. Drinking, they act this way. A lot of this sort, and it just throws me off. This isn't the first time he has done this. So in my title, y'all see my title. This is what he said. And this is towards Kamala. This hasn't, like I said, this hasn't been the first time he's ever done this. This is obviously what he's thinking. What they talk about behind Kamala's back. Just check it out.
We can't afford 4 more years of this.
We can't afford 4 more years of this. So you mean to tell me that's not towards her in the Biden administration? Literally.
We can't afford 4 more years of this
at all. And that's just being real. Tim finally joined the other Walz for Trump. Honestly. And that's just how I feel. They know it. They know for sure on what's going on right now. They're just it's just like they just drag it along, lying to people like it's right there in front of people and they don't see it, yet they still support this. It's crazy. I honestly don't understand it. Check it out.
Donald Trump yesterday called us the enemy. I would never call them the enemy.
Then he proceeds to say stuff like this.
Donald Trump yesterday called us the enemy. I would never call them the enemy.
They're playing in people's faces, y'all. The reason why I show these clips is just show people like they playing in people's faces. We didn't see all the names they didn't call Donald Trump. The whole DNC. That whole DNC, everything that happened there, oh yeah. Trump. They love saying it. Talking about him. Saying this, saying that. But now it's, oh yeah, I would never call him an enemy. Come on, bro. You all liars. I'm telling y'all. Straight liars. People not realizing what's going on. This is also Trump War Room. Let's check out what JD Vance had to say. And this just goes to show you again, just like Tim Walz said, can't afford another four more years.
Now, it's not just grocery prices. It's everything is more expensive in this country. Americans cannot afford to live a good life in this country because of Kamala Harris's policies. It's crazy. Now think about this. Donald Trump and I believe in a very simple principle, that if you work hard and play by the rules, you ought to be able to get ahead in this country that all of us love. Isn't that simple? That is right, man. That is the American dream. And you know, one of the most critical parts of the American dream is being able to afford a home. And right now, thanks to Kamala Harris's policies, homes are skyrocketing. Mortgage interest rates are as high as they've been in a generation, and a lot of young Americans feel like they cannot afford a home in this country, and I think that's disgraceful. One of the reasons why we got to get Donald Trump back in the White House is because we want young Americans to be able to afford to own a stake in this country, and they will when we get Donald Trump back.
I'm telling y'all, I feel like J.D. Vance, like the first time I heard him, I tried to get an understanding of him and trying to, you know. Then as I started to actually notice more about J.D. Vance, because I didn't know much about J.D. Vance, honestly. I'm going to be 100 with y'all. I obviously had a different, you know, y'all was here, you know, from, the beginning or kind of before he picked, you know, his vice president is running. You know, I wanted, you know, somebody else. Y'all know who that is. But at the same time, I just look at the fact that J.D. Vance is an amazing dude. He's an amazing dude. I love to see it. Just sitting here and just seeing how diverse, you know, it is now. You know, the people supporting Trump is amazing to me. It's really amazing to me. It definitely makes me happy because going into this, I know that, you know, and I don't never try to like bring anything with like color, race, anything like that, but like it just makes me happy too because I don't get that acceptance from my family. My family, most of them are Democrats, so like they don't like already what I have to say. They don't support, watch my videos, anything like that, you know, all because of, you know, what I do. So seeing y'all, you know, how diverse, you know, things, I love it all. I'm telling y'all, it definitely makes a big difference. However you look at it, it makes a big difference. You know, people are starting to wake up and realizing what we actually, you know, what and who we actually need. You know, but there's also, just like y'all see, it's still people that obviously are in denial. And it literally sucks. I'm telling y'all, it literally sucks. Let's check it out. This is J.D. Vance literally at the store right now.
Eggs, when Kamala Harris took office, were short of $1.50 a dozen. Now a dozen eggs will cost you around $4 thanks to Kamala Harris's inflationary policies. Pennsylvania actually has seen some of the worst grocery price increases of the entire nation. And again, it's because she cast the deciding vote on the Inflation Explosion Act. I think we want Pennsylvanians to be able to afford groceries. We want our young families to be able to buy food at a reasonable price at the grocery.
And I feel like that's definitely important. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it's real important. Like, we tend to DoorDash, Uber Eats and stuff. Y'all seen that yesterday. Literally on one of my videos, I got Chris some flowers. It's pretty cool where we live at, but at the same time, like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I don't want to sound cocky. I don't want to sound like, oh yeah, I'm reckless. So, but time that I do go out, I get noticed quick. I'm 6'5", first of all, and I drive a loud car. When I first started YouTube, I was president of a car club. I did videos, and I don't have my videos up no more, but I did videos of like car meets and stuff like that. So my name, Recklezz, that name came from like the car, you know, but you know, past that, you know, my name came from, you know, other, anyways, I literally, you know, anytime that I go out, people see me, people know who I am, you know, and stuff like that. So we tend to, you know, DoorDash at times. And when I tell y'all, in the store, and especially DoorDash, these different type of people get stuff delivered, anything like that, everything is like dumb high. It's extremely high, and it's sad that it's like that. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm definitely blessed, and I thank God, like, the position that I am, that I, you know, put my, you know, my girl and my little girls in. But at the same time, like, I just look at the fact that it's so many other people. And I try, like, that's why I tip a lot. You know, I tip, and I like have my own clothing brand. I literally, you know, gave a shirt away. Like, I give shirts for free to DoorDashers all the time. And it's like, I try my best to do it because I know it's hard. You know what I mean? Especially for a lot of these DoorDashers out here. Some people are retired, but people literally working that for their job. People getting laid off, you know, so they have to turn to doing these things. Like, it's messed up. You know, it for real, it's messed up. And it's sad, you know, that people have to go through this. You know, like he said, these eggs were low. We talking about a dozen, though. You paying $5 for a dozen eggs is insane. Like, that is insane.
Store, and the only way to do that is to get back to common sense economic policies and fire Kamala Harris. This is a person who's presided over $1,000 increase in monthly expenses just to afford the same life you could have afforded 3.5 years ago. It costs you over $1,000 a month here in Pennsylvania. We could do so much better. We certainly will. And as the father of a couple of kids who eat a whole lot, we certainly need to do better for the next generation.
Yeah. And I love that, you know, that he said that, like, not even gonna lie. No matter how much you make, no matter what you do and stuff like that, there's always, and that's how I look at, like, life too. Like, there's always, like, think about you having a bad day right now, and I have to remind myself too, even though that we have bad days and, like, we have to get ourselves together, I have to pray, and, like, I have to, you know, calm myself down a little bit. I still got to realize there's somebody that got it worse than me, way worse than me. So I have to put that in, you know, perspective at sometimes, but it does suck. And we got to do something about this pricing for all Americans, you know, for everybody. And obviously, Kamala and, you know, Biden didn't care about that. And obviously, y'all see Tim Walz don't care about that, or Kamala. So people just got to do better. I don't know why they're supporting it, though. Like I say all the time, the same people that go to her rallies and her events and stuff like that, are the same people complaining about gas prices. Same people complaining about, oh, I just got, you know, let me go at work, and, you know, I don't have a job, and I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to get a house, but I can't. The grocery prices, you know, the same people complain about everything. But then you go and support her. I don't see it. I literally don't see how people are supporting her. I've been trying to figure it out. I don't know. Let's check out what Trump said.
Everyone knows that Kamala Harris cannot explain how she would make your life better, because it's really her policies that have destroyed this country in the last 3 years. She was the border czar. Now she says she wasn't the border czar. It doesn't matter. She was in charge of the border, put there by sleepy Joe Biden. He wanted to go to the beach. She said, I don't have time. I got to go to the beach and sleep. Who the hell sleeps on camera? You have cameras watching. I don't want to ever fall asleep on live television. Kamala Harris cost your family $28,000 in higher prices. Last month alone, she lost, think of this, last month they lost, in this country, 438,000 full-time jobs. That's a government number, including 24,000 manufacturing jobs. That's last month. And the interest rates are lowered for political reasons, but they're also lowered because the country is not doing well. We would rather have you as president. Think of this. If you would rather have me as president, or, okay, let's do this. Let's do a poll. You ready? Who wants Trump as president? I'm shocked.
This is what I be talking about too, y'all. Y'all see everybody that's like in a crowd and like stuff like that, they all got on Trump attire. If you look at a Kamala rally, they don't be having on no type of Kamala gear, Tim Walz gear. If it is, it's like a few people. Crazy.
Is there anyone brave enough to raise your hand? Who wants Kamala as president? I'm looking for one brave soul. That would be very brave. Who would you rather have as your president? Radical liberal Kamala Harris, who created the worst economy in your life. That's the worst economy that we've ever had under them. Or the businessman who created the greatest economy in the history of our country and in the history of the world.
But they tend to call him the R word and bash him and say this and say that. And he's the best thing for our country. Like, best person for our country, nothing. But literally, like, I honestly don't get how people are voting for, like, I was sitting here listening, but I was also trying to figure out, like, you really got to be in denial. You really, like, when I be my dad be sending me stuff, I be trying to figure out, like, what makes him really want to vote for her. And I really feel like a lot of people just dislike Trump. They think he's the R, because I don't think people have a legit reason why they love Kamala. Like, I don't know. Anyways, make sure y'all hit the like button, that subscribe button. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the 2 videos drop next after this. Definitely appreciate y'all dropping through tonight, y'all. I know it's late, but you already know. Recklezz, I tend to stay up late. You know, I tend to stay up late. I actually went to bed. I went to bed this morning at like 7:30 in the morning. Woke up ready to go though. Got some coverage. We got stuff we got to cover. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. Catch y'all on the next one.